What's up? Moose here bringing you another video. This time we're going to be diving into Hero. He's definitely the wackiest character that's come out to date, so let's jump right into him. Alright, so let's get started with Jab. So Jab, pretty simple. It's just a 1-2-3 here. First and second hit are frame 6, and the last hit is frame 7. So pretty cut and dry there. You won't be using it to punish for an outer shield option, but I guess it's a kind of a decent ledge option for just jab 1-2. The first jab is not safe on shield. You can still be grabbed because you have to be kind of close to even perform it. So jab 1 and 2 not safe. So jab in general just not safe on shield. So big X on this one. Alright, so forward tilt. Forward tilt frame 9 and then it's frame 8 is 2-parter. 2-hit forward tilt. It kind of acts like Link's forward smash. And it's probably his most powerful tilt. And the shield is able to negate projectiles. Alright, on down tilt is frame 6. It's going to be one of your fastest ground moves, and it's going to be your main poking tool that's not a special. So max range, you cannot be shield grabbed by regular grabs. So the only thing that could shield grab you is a tether. So like 2 or 3 characters in the game that can do that. Let's see. So if you're here, hold on. If you're here, you can get shield grabbed, right? If you're here, you can't get shield grabbed. It's just not possible. So as long as you're max range, you should be fine. And even on whiff, it is still pretty good. So let's re-establish that range again. So get this in your head right here. This is the space you need to not get grabbed by regular grab. Pretty safe on shield, and it doesn't move you out of place. That's what's really important. Most down tilts like this kind of move you forward. You see how like forward tilt moves me forward, the first hit? This one does not. It just keeps me in the same spot every time, which is very good for poking. Alright, so up tilt starts on frame 8, and you're pretty much going to be using this as an anti-air and as a pressure tool to pressure opponent under platforms. Alright, so let's get into his smash attacks. So he has a 11% chance to get a critical hit, or 1 in 8. And what a critical hit is basically he has a chance to do double damage and double knockback, as you just saw. So it's not too common, but it's worth taking a chance anyway to try to kill early. Basically playing Russian roulette. That's what this character is all about. So it basically incentivizes you to make reads and take chances, because it might just pay off. So its forward smash is frame 17, down smash frame 9, and up smash frame 13. His forward smash you won't be using too often. It's basically you're going to be reading air dodges and reading rolls from the ledge, reading spot dodges. It will kill. You do get an easy 22 damage for making that read, so the reward is well worth it. Down smash is your fastest smash attack and you're less committal. You're basically going to be using this to complete jab blocks to finish that off. Because I wasn't able to get a jab block finish with forward smash. It just seemed too slow. Most people are able to do it. Up smash It's pretty cool. It's like Marth's up smash, except it doesn't have a hitbox under him, so it doesn't bring him into the tip of the sword. You have to basically have them in the air, or you won't be able to connect with it. Alright, so it's aerials. Nair is frame 8, not that fast, but it can lead up into some low percent combos. So if you do Nair really close, you can get Nair to forest smash. Hard to miss though. So if you miss this, you basically get punished. And that's about it for combos for Nair. Nair doesn't really lead into anything. All it really does, for the most part, is get the opponent in the air. So it pops them like up and away, which gives you time to look at the menu, see what's on the menu, or to follow up with faiir, possibly. But again, none of this is really true. All reads. And speaking of faiir is going to be your most used aerial. Spacing out, it's going to catch out jump, it's going to catch out rolls. Basically, it hits anywhere in front of him. Good range. It's just kind of slow. It's not the fastest aerial. It's faster than Greninja's faiir. Greninja's faiir is I think frame 16. This is frame 14, so it's pretty good. Off stage and on stage, this will be your main tool. On triplats, his faiir is especially useful because he has that nice delay. So when he falls down, it kind of syncs up when he goes through platforms. Also has a nice range, covering the ledge. Cover a decent amount of space. Basically covering jump, covering regular get up, and sort of covering roll. I'm pretty sure that will catch roll. Yeah, so if you time it right, you pretty much cover most of the options besides, I guess, regular get up. Or not regular get up, but like get up attack, which gives them, I think, a few more frames of invincibility. But yeah, on platforms like this, pretty good. Alright, so up air is gonna be your fastest aerial, but not the most useful. It's kind of hard to incorporate into neutral. The hitbox is pretty small, and you have to be really close to actually get it. So other than punishing and like an air dodge or a missed aerial, or like trying to beat out something with up air, which in most cases you won't be, up air won't be used a lot. Unless you have accelerate. There it is. So accelerate makes up air amazing. You can get multiple up airs in a row at a high percent. Let's see. Accelerate makes up air good because it basically allows you to continue to juggle your opponent and it take advantage of the speed buff that accelerate gives you. So pretty good for that. Other than that, up air is pretty lackluster. It goes into some combos, early percentage combos, which you probably won't be trying out, but in case you wanted to, that's a true combo, and has a chance to crit. So this is like one of those things that could kill at 0. Like if that was like Pichu or Kirby or somebody or Jigglypuff, that would have definitely killed. And then he can go into this into up tilt, into a possible up air, which is not true, but it doesn't make sense to go for up air again. You might as well go for forward air or like back air, something to knock your opponent away from you. So yeah, that's up air. Frame 6, it's okay. In a moment. And then you got dair. Probably his second most useful combo tool. Let's see here. And that might be too high. So dair starts up at 16, and it can combo into up smash. Up smash or up air. Too high. And that will kill if he crits. So yeah, combos into up smash or into up air. Something else you can do with dair is on this platform here, you can run off and just dair, and it'll always skim the edge of the stage with dair, which is pretty useful when you're trying to edge guard. It's low risk. Pretty good. Alright, now let's talk about back air. Back air is probably going to be his most useful aerial outside of faiir. And despite how slow it is at frame 18, it's still going to be your main tool to kill. Outside of like specials, RNG of course. So this is a great practice way for edge guarding. Just like faiir covers a lot of space. Back air kind of is deceptive on platforms. This will hit. It looks like it cancels, but it doesn't. Like you can still squeeze that out. Like people might let go of shield just because they think the animation isn't going to complete, but he still gets the animation out. Let's see if we can take a look at what's going on. So yeah, he still gets like the animation out. Let me do it over here. Like it's very fast, like you don't even see that, but that's his pretty much max range for like a drop platform on the battlefield, and then it cancels. And then after that, I think it's pretty much 14 frames of lag before you can do anything. So if you whiff this, it's very punishable. But on shield, it should be pretty safe unless they have a burst option. Alright, on to the specials. Now, we're going to be talking about his Nutribee, which is Frizz, Frizzle, and Kafrizz, which all have their separate uses. Let's get started on Frizz. Now, Frizz covers about half of the stage for Final Destination, and for most stages, it'll cover most of the stage. And it can edge guard pretty easily from the middle of the stage. And most of his spells cover the entire stage. So he can very well edge guard from right here. keep you locked down pretty like confidently and convincingly. Frizz is going to be your main neutral tool that you're going to be using. It's fast enough to where you can't get punished. If you use it on shield, you will get punished if they like shield dash you. But it sets up for a lot of 50-50s. So use it here. It pops them up enough for me to respond to basically try to guess where they're gonna go. They could either jump, where I could double jump and catch them with faiir. They could either air dodge in to where I could get a forward smash. So it's all left up to chance, but this sets you up to get a kill, potentially. Frizz is the second charge of this. You only have to charge it a little bit. There's no in-between for the charge. It's not like Samus's, where you can progressively charge all the way through. It's not like that at all. You either charge all the way to Frizz, or you just get the half charge. Now, the half charge is a twin flame, which hits twice. And what's nice about that is that even if they parry it, it could still hit them with the second hit. Or if they shield it, sometimes they'll go a shield too fast, and the second hit will hit them. So it's pretty nice, and it's pretty nice to get through projectiles. It's deceptive that way. Projectiles with low priority, this will catch them off guard, and it will kill at high enough percents. And now Frizz is his most powerful spell out of his arsenal in general, besides his down B antics. This will kill incredibly early. I believe as early as 60%. Let's see, 55. Yeah, at the edge, that will definitely kill. Which is crazy to think that it would kill so early. So you can have this charged and just play neutral out with your normals and hit them with a back air and catch them slipping with doing a roll or something, or even catch them with down throw into it. But this is a really huge punish. The only drawback to this is that it takes up a lot of mana. Almost half of your MP bar. You can only use this twice. So I wouldn't be so liberal with Frizz. Alright, gonna be talking about his side B now. Zap, Zapple, and Kazap. Now, Zap is gonna be primarily used to get your opponent off stage. It sends your opponent the furthest out of all of your normal specials, and it puts you in a nice position for an edgeguard situation. You have plenty of time to look at the menu when you hit them with this, and even at low percents, they go pretty far. His second stage of this, Zapple, is a long-range poke tool that is used for edge guarding or for safe poking. So I can be in roll range and do this safely. Even if I miss, right, I'm still far away enough for me not to get punished. It doesn't kill too soon. Like 120%, it won't kill. Maybe up here it will. Yeah, even up there it won't. So it takes a while for it to kill. It's primarily a utility tool. Alright, so Kazap, this is probably the strongest move in the game, at least one of them. It kills incredibly early, and it doesn't take much effort to actually pull it off. So you have to fully charge it, but you can jump into the charge. So you can just double jump and basically throw your body at somebody, and if they do dare to challenge you, they get hit. They have to basically interrupt you before the lightning hits you, before the lightning strike hits you, or they get Thundercat, right? So that could be hard to do for some of the cast that doesn't have good jumps or like have good aerial speed or ground speed. So this move is definitely abusable. And you can use it off stage too, because Zap is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. You won't be able to use this a lot because, just like all the other ones, fully charged just takes up more than or a little under half of your mana. So you can only use this twice. But by the time you are using this, if there anybody at 50% dies, 50% is the threshold. A stage might can save you, but that's about it. I guess maybe Battlefield could save you. But this kills at 50 for all of the cats. Kills Bowser as well with bad DI. Heaviest character in the game. So, yeah. Kazap, pretty busted. Alright, and for his final normal special is Whoosh, Swoosh, and Kaswoosh. Now, Whoosh is going to be his fastest special, being his one and only out of shield option. It's frame 4, so this will be the one thing he'll be using to relieve pressure. Now, one note to take is that depending on where you're standing, opponent flies when you hit them with the up B. So if you're facing them, then they go toward you, and then when your back's toward them, they go away from you. This is important to determine where you want to manipulate your opponent. So if you're at the edge, you don't want to bring them into the stage. You want to bring them away from the stage, especially when you're edge guarding. You don't want to aid them into getting back onto the stage. So just keep that in mind. The second charge of up B is Swoosh, which it does a little more damage. It has a little more recovery than Whoosh, but you won't be using this for offensive properties. You'll be using this basically to conserve on mana when you're recovering. So sometimes you're a little too far down, so you have to use Swoosh. You don't want to be using the third version of up B. Even though the mana for up B for the third one isn't that much, you still want to be mindful of your mana consumption. And then the third one is Kaswoosh, which does the most damage. It'll even kill eventually at 150+%, and you can use this in interesting ways to edge guard off stage. You'll be using this mostly to be annoying off stage, have a lasting hitbox at the edge. It's a great edge guarding tool. Alright, the last but not least, Hero's grab setups. Now, he has a standard grab at frame 6, standing grab, and his dash grab is frame 9. So, nothing too special. And he doesn't have too many grab setups. You're mostly going to be using Nair and Faiir to get your grabs, and then at later percents, it'll be a read with neutral B. So like higher percents, it knocks them up and it puts them in hit stun. If they don't opt to do anything, like if they don't jump and they just hit the ground, then you can potentially go for a grab. But the timing's tight and they could just jab you to get out of grab. So, faiir into grab. It works because faiir puts them into like this stunned state where they're crouched and they have to stand. So if you hit this close enough, that grab is true. So is the follow-up. So this is one way to get a grab. And this is only for lower percents, obviously, because at higher percents, faiir is going to launch a lot further away. Nair is also one that gets you grab. Because again, they're in hit stun if you land this. Now getting these grab setups are very committal because you have to be really close to them. So, because you could also just go for a smash attack as well and try to risk it. It gives them time to tech. But yeah, you can also do reverse nair. So grab, which will mix up their DI. So if they're DIing away, they're actually DIing in if you cross them up and hit them with this. Which will make grab a lot easier to get. Now, once you get the grab, it's not true to go for faiir again, but it can get you another grab. So like, you can go for down throw into faiir, and if you don't hit faiir, right, you still get grab because they air dodge to the ground. But if you hit faiir, you still get another grab because they're in hit stun once they hit the ground. So you're guaranteed almost 2 grabs from 0. After that, it's kind of up in the air. But those 2 grabs from 0, guaranteed. As long as you can read the air dodge, you got it. But if you hit the faiir, you should be able to get that grab. Alright, we're almost at the 30-minute mark, so we're going to cut it here. We'll finish the rest of Hero in another video. The only thing that's left is his command list, and that's going to have to wait for a whole nother video for itself. You know, all of the controversy that's tacked on with this character about the banning and how he's free, it's all with the command list. So I'll talk about that and give a very in-depth, detailed analysis on the command list alone. So stay tuned for that. But until then, you guys have yourself a damned good one. Peace out.